Good news. When I think back on my childhood and how I was raised, I don't have a whole lot of good news. When I was 2.5 years old, I first entered into the foster care system. It was me, my brother, and my 2 sisters. My brother and I were placed in one foster home, and my sisters were placed into another foster home. Because our biological mother had a drug addiction, and that controlled most of her life. Bouncing back and forth between my biological home and my foster home created a lot of confusion. I think back as a child and just remembering that I had a lot of feelings of anger, unworthiness, confusion, and just wondering, when was it all going to stop? When was my life going to begin? Where was the good news going to start? And I think back to my biological mom as she fought this drug addiction, and she tried really hard, but ultimately it didn't work out. And during this whole time, I was blessed with foster parents who loved me, who took care of me, and they fought for me. They were the first ones to ever show me the love of Christ. And as we grew older, with all the complications of everything, they never once stopped loving us. They never once gave up on us. Even though my brother and I did not make it easy on them, we were struggling with a lot of emotions and we did not have the tools on how to manage it. They never once turned their back on us. And as we got into high school and started wondering what was gonna happen as we became adults, they always reassured us that they were gonna love us and they were gonna be there with us. And as we're sitting here talking about good news, my good news came on January 13th, 2020, when my foster parents were able to officially adopt us. That day, we felt like we belonged for the first time. We knew we were a part of a family. And that is all God wants us to know, is that we are a part of His family. He loves us. He is going to restore us. He is going to bring the good news. We just have to stay strong. We just have to keep walking this journey and knowing that God has us and He's gonna bring the good news, just like I got my good news on the day that I was adopted. And so I encourage you, as you're sitting there, standing there watching this, if you're going through some bad news, just hold on. Just believe Jesus is right there and your good news is right around the corner.